You touched on a little bit with Penix, with Heisman. Who's your Heisman guy? You said he was going to lose it, obviously. Are you going
Well,
you
I
going with
think it should be Penix.
I think it
Personally, I
should
think
be.
it should be Penix.
Okay. I mean, undefeated, Pac-12.
Undefeated, winner of the Pac-12. People
Number 2 seed.
say Bo Nix, like, he had a better season. He finished out the season better. Statistically, he was able to stat pad a little bit. But Penix beat him twice.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can give Nix the Heisman if Penix beat him twice, and it's close. You know, it's not like it's a landslide. Like, it's close. So I feel like you got to give the edge to Penix. And then the other one's Daniels, Marvin Harrison Jr., fantastic player. But I feel like you're not going to give it to him.
No.
Daniels, if Daniels wins it, I feel like it might set a new precedent for the Heisman, because who was the last guy? I'll pull up a list. Who's the last guy who hasn't been on one of the top tier teams and won?
Are you looking it up? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm thinking off the top of my head, but
I'm trying to think.
I looked it up last week. I'm thinking even Johnny Football, like Texas A&M was a top tier team there.
Yeah, I mean, I think Texas A&M had 2
Lamar?
losses. Lamar, yeah. What did Louisville do? How Louisville do?
I forget exactly, but I know they weren't obviously in the playoffs that year.
Here, let me see.
But I don't know. I feel like if you give it to Daniels, you're really discrediting winning, and you're giving a lot of power to just statistics. Now, I don't want to say empty stats, but you stat padded a lot at the end of the year. You know, and I don't want to say meaningless games, but
So I think he just went 9-3 and 8-4, Lamar, which is exactly what Jaden Daniels is.
So I guess Lamar, but I think Lamar was more. I mean, he's definitely better than Daniels.
We're forgetting that Daniels had better stats than Joe Burrow did in what people call the most perfect college football season ever.
That's true.
And Jaden Daniels didn't have Jamar Chase and that whole loaded offense. I don't even want to get into the names because there's too many.
You got Malik Neighbors. But no, you're right.
Fournette was Fournette on that team, or am I tripping?
That was Edwards. They had Edwards-Helaire.
Edwards-Helaire. That's who I'm thinking of. Edwards-Helaire. Yeah.
But I don't know. It pretty much is like you're either giving it to the more successful QB in the win column, or the more successful QB on the stat sheet.
I think a good way is let's just break it down. The most outstanding player in college football is for the Heisman Trophy. I think that would be Daniels, but I think I'm like you. I think I would personally give it to Daniels just because of the season that he had, because it's just almost ridiculous. I don't think that many people are talking about it because LSU didn't win that much. But if Penix gets it, I'm also perfectly fine with that. Undefeated, Pac-12 champion, and he had an electric year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're the opposite with it. You want Penix, but you're okay with Daniels winning it.
Yeah, I'm cool with I'm cool with either. I can't give it to Bo Nix.
You can't give it to Bo Nix. You can't. I know his touchdown to interception ratio is kind of ridiculous. He has a lot of yards, but I don't think you can especially when you can't give the Heisman to somebody when another finalist is a team you couldn't beat not once but twice. You just, a Heisman wins one of them.
Dude, he had chances. I
think if he would have won the Pac-12 championship, he probably would have won a Heisman.
Bo Nix, definitely.
Yeah, I think And I like, and no offense to Penix, because it should have been the other way with Penix. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just because of what Bo Nix has been able to do. You said stat pat and all that stuff, but you're probably right in that sense. But college football, we were literally defending James Franklin for scoring touchdowns and final, like, all that shit matters.
Yeah, I say stat pad like loosely.
Yeah,
just kind of beat up on some. He didn't win. He didn't show up when it mattered.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point.